What did you put a plug in his cock tube to make him explode?
You should have heard Leo, sweetie. He laughed and laughed when that old man in the box exploded.
Yeah, boss. Just, yuck.
People say Mr. House hasn't been heard from in a while. Good riddance.
I hear Mr. House cast out. Ain't much to miss.
So all of a sudden I'm hearing word that Mr. House ain't the boss of Vegas? Baby, that's just not square.
So he saved New Vegas. Woohoo! Now scram and let us go on with our lives. Sheesh. Do you mean that he's a goner? I can have my vault back? That's just super. I thought we'd never see a different New Vegas, one that belongs to the people.
Such a shame about Mr. House. He used to send a Securitron to our dinner parties sometimes, like an uninvited but harmless uncle.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco. Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girl bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
People are saying the Securitrons are acting funny. I hope that old geezer House is dead. Might give the locals a chance to take control.
I've been hearing some rumors from the embassy that Mr. House has gone quiet all of a sudden. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
House dead, Strip can belong to anyone who wants it. Fiends to rule.
House is dead. Wonder if Motor Runner will let us hit the Strip now.
I won't be missing Mr. House, that's a given. The Strip's better off without him.
You already took care of Mr. House? Wow, you work fast. I mean, Benny was always scheming about how he was gonna get into the Lucky 38, but you already took care of that. Wow.
I've heard a few patients mention the Securitrons are acting strangely, and no one has heard from Mr. House in a while. If House is out of the picture, maybe we'll be able to get our hands on some of his technology. It would help our scientists greatly.
I don't need to read no obituary to know House was an asshole.
That Mr. House who lorded over the Strip is dead. Good riddance, I say.
After what happened to Mr. House, nobody knows for sure what's in play for the Strip.
House was the only thing keeping Vegas from joining the NCR.
With House dead, we'll have Vegas annexed before the year's out.
With Mr. House dead and gone, Vegas can finally join the NCR.
House spoke, acted through machines. Sometimes can judge a man by his messengers. Sometimes the messengers judge him. Wonder what happens to Vegas now. The tribes, families. We'll see. What you did was for the best. The old world died long ago. Anyone who believes they can make it return, and everything will be as it was. It is a dangerous belief. Needs to be silenced before their belief spreads. If you saw a house, you didn't see a man. An old world spirit, perhaps. Filthy, diseased. If so, killing him was mercy, not cruelty.
Rumor from the Strip is that House is dead. I hope the old bastard choked on his own tongue.
Mr. House is out of the picture, probably killed by his own robots.
If Mr. House ain't the top dog on the Strip, what do you suppose that means for us?
I know he's dead. I know he's no longer a factor. That's all I need to know. Losers don't matter in the history books. He's a fucking footnote.
The warlord House thought himself beyond Kaisar's reach, and now he is dead.
With no House to boss Vegas around, the NCR is gonna want that job.
It was a matter of time before someone got to Mr. House.
With House out of the way, I hope someone opens the Lucky 38.
I wonder how Mr. House died. I figure it wasn't old age.
According to the rumor mill, House is faking his death to catch the NCR off guard.